Hi guys, this is YSR and today I'm gonna teach you how to play Viper. I have about 2000 game of Viper, and yes, I am that Viper that you all hate, but it is what it is. I have about 10,000 games of Dota, and you can say like every one game out of five game is of Viper. So I hold some authority on how to play Viper, what are his strengths, weaknesses. At the peak, I was able to reach Divine 5 98%. Unfortunately, I quit before I could hit Immortal. I like had some work. I had pretty on and off relationship with Dota. Like I play for 6 months, I leave for 6 months, I play for 6 months, I leave for 6 months. It is like that. That's why I was not able to reach any higher than Divine 5 98%, which sucks, but it is what it is. Uh, and Yeah, I have lots of experience. I had some bad habits of Dota. I still have lots of bad habits in Dota, but of course, as anything, you do improve over time. So let's get right into the video and let me teach you how to play Viper and what are his strengths and weaknesses. So you should see my screen now. So let's go into Viper. Here it is. And these are my recent stats. I have about 2054 games. I have won 53.5%, which is bad considering that you have played a lot of Viper game. But I played it pretty much in every role. Boss 5, boss 3, like every role you can say. And when I do stomp, I stomp a lot harder. When I lose, it is slow and painful loss. So it is what it is. So let's get into the video and let's see his skill build. So a Viper is a range edgy carry, though people play him in the mid lane, and I feel like his best role is as a mid because he loves level and he loves one-on-one, and he usually comes on top when he's playing mid lane and usually stomps the mid lane, and it becomes very hard for opponent to play against him. But today I'll show you how to play him as a carry. Recently I saw like RTZ played about like 17 18 games of Viper and he was stomping like most of the games. So I felt inspired by him, and I this is not the first time that I've tried in the carry position, but yeah, it gave me a lot of confidence that I should try him in the carry position as well. So before we start this video, let me first show you like what is the Viper kit. So Viper has two facets. One is Poison Burst, which like uh, after a certain amount of time, when the poison attacks ends, it deals 100% of all the poison attack damage in a AoE that is very short, and it deals damage, but it is very pretty much avoidable. So it is like okay if you don't want to skill the nether toxin and want to farm with poison burst, yes, you can use this. Many pro players use this, but I feel like it is underwhelming. Caustic Bath, on the other hand, was the most bursted talent. It has been nerfed like straightforward in last three patches. It used to be 100%. What it does is like it increase the effects of your corrosive skin. Like what your corrosive skin does is like it whenever somebody attacks you, it slows them for it slows their attack speed. It gives you magic resistance. It also deals damage to the person who is attacking you. So earlier it used to be 32 at maximum level and 8 at the initial level. Now they have made it good at the initial level and worse at the later end. uh, so what caustic bath does is whenever you have nether toxin on you, whenever you're standing on your nether toxin, the effect of corrosive skin increase over time. Like it takes about 5 seconds to give the maximum uh, benefit. Like you can have up to 75% more attack slow, 75% more magic resistance, and 75% more damage per second. So like earlier it used to be 100, so it was easy for me to calculate. Now it would be difficult. Let's assume it is 100. So if it was 100 earlier, it used to give me 72 attack slow at the maximum duration, 50% extra magic resist, and 50 60 64 damage per second, which was a lot. And you used to get this level 15 talent of corrosive skin damage per second at level 10, so which was pretty busted. You used to deal like 104 damage while sitting in the corrosive skin, and which was a lot, and they have nerfed it a lot over the period of time. And his second spell is another toxin, which like deals damage whenever whenever you land another toxin. Like it initially does 15 damage per second at level 1, and then over the time of it increases in damage and deals up to 35 damage per second after enemy has standed there for 4 seconds, which is a good it is a good farming tool. And they have also added attack speed slow to it, so it is a lot of attack speed slow, especially if enemy carry or anybody who is trying to man fight you. You can drop the nether toxin and they'll usually lose the trade. Then the highlight of Viper is poison attack, which is like it it is what it makes Viper very strong. Like it gives you it used to gives you extra range on attack. So now it I think gives you 100, but earlier it used to give you 190 attack range every time you level up the poison attack. So that busted feature got removed, but it still gives you more range than you normally have. His range is I think like what is his range? 575. You get extra 100 from this poison attack. And what it does is it does like if you can have 6 stacks. So at level 1 you can have 4 into 6, that's 24 damage per second. At level 2 you deals double the damage. And yeah, it scales exponentially with every point you put on the poison attack, so it is very good at level 2, and you become a monster at level 3, level 5, and level 7. It becomes impossible to lane 1v1 against a Viper. So let's talk about his innate, which is Predator. It is it is a very strong harass tool, which deals 0.15 plus 0.005 per Viper level. It it deals damage as enemy loses his health. Like if enemy is at half health, he will take a lot of damage, extra damage from Viper's attack. I'll show you when we are in the video. And his shard is bit underwhelming. It upgrades his poison attack and it allows you to hit buildings with it. So it is a good sieging tool. His Aghanim Scepter is a strong ability, which gives him an ability called Nosedive, which allows you to use another Nether Toxin and allows a bit mobility, which Viper lacks. And it also upgrades the corrosive skins that it applies 4x this attack speed slow, so it is very good against enemy with low attack speed or any melee carry or player who likes to hit you a lot, and it is very good against them. Generally, I take at level 10, I take Viper Strike duration. At level 15, I usually take corrosive skin damage. Though 39 toxin damage is also very good. Uh, Then at level 20, I think 70 Viper's strike DPS is very good. Zero point 0.3 Predator damage is very underwhelming. Then at level 25, you have, I think this left one talent is very good. 50% mana cost and cooldown reduction. Though another toxin radius is also fine if you have Aghanim Scepter. So it is, he's very flexible with builds as well as item what he builds. So let's get into the game.
Taste my venom. Venomancer.
Okay, where is Viper? Where is this game?
Viperous.
I think this was the latest game. Yeah. So I'm watching the replay now. So I'll show you as a play how to play, what are his weaknesses, what are his strengths. Pardon me if it is not up to the quality. The talking style is not that great because this is my first video that I'm making for Dota 2.
Prepare for
So let's get to the next highlight. Okay, here I would like to take a pause here. So I took poison attack at level 1. I think generally you should take this one unless it's an unlaneable matchup and you just want to get on with it. You want to push the wave so your support can pull. Then in that case you can take the nether toxin. But generally you should take poison attack if you can trade. And I p- I thought I would be laning against Necrophos. That's why I had stick. And generally, if enemy spams a lot of spells, you should get a stick. Otherwise, Viper loves stats. So it's as simple as that. Because Viper has very bad initial attack speed, though he scales well with attack speed. Because I think his base attack time is very low. Let me just show you. First. Okay. So its base attack time is 1.7, which is not that bad. Like Juggernaut has 1.5, if I'm not mistaken. 1.4. 1.4 and Viper has 1.7. So that is not that bad and it scales well with attack speed. So let's start it. At the level 1, Viper is pretty weak. So you should avoid trading if opponent has burst damage. Viper is like weak up to level 2. At level 2 it becomes a bit fine, but at level 1 Viper is very weak. So he's very susceptible. If enemy gets level 2 before you, they can easily burst you if you're out of position. So you have to be mindful of your positioning and how much damage you are taking. In this lane, I took a lot of damage and I end up paying for it later, that you will see. The biggest strength of Viper is like as soon as the enemy hits like 75% or 70% of his health, Viper deals a hell lot of damage because of its innate, that is Predator. Here I end up taking lots of damage from Mirana, which is bad on my part, and I will pay for this because of this arrow that I took. Though Push salvaged this situation, but it would have been much worse. Here, I brought the first item, Null Talisman, because I feel like Viper has a lot of mana issues, so it is better you get one item at least for mana generation. Let me pause here. So, I have seen lots of RDC, and he usually builds Mage there as a first item, which is good. Like it synergizes, it gives you 20 extra damage, which is boosted by your poison attack, which also lowers enemies magic resistance. It has this component called cornucopia, which you need, like it gives you mana regeneration, you get so you can spam your nether toxin. It gives you gloves of haste, you loves attack speed, and of course extra magic resistance never hurts. So it is a very good item, first item. But I feel like I have played lots of game of Viper, and I feel like his biggest bottleneck is his movement speed. Like he is very slow. He has like slowest movement speed of Dota. He is like 320 at he has 320 movement speed at with boots, which is slowest, and it doesn't feel nice. Like many of the heroes move faster than 320 without boots. So you get the idea. So I feel like you should buy windlasses for sure in this hero. If you get any neutral who gives you movement speed, you should take that for sure. And I prefer to buy Yasha on this hero if I play him as a carry. If I play him as an off lane, I usually buy any item that gives me health. So that would be Dragon Lance or anything that makes me tanky. Or I can go aura items that makes me tanky like Crimson. And then you have the latest mechanism and all those stuff, the pipes. But as carry, I feel like it's better to get movement speed. You can deal with mana issue by buying clarities, but he moves very slow. Your farm will suffer a lot if you don't move fast between camp to camp. So, if your lane is okay, because R is good, so I end up taking 2 points in poison attack. Most of the games you should take 2 points in the poison attack because it doubles in the damage and the enemy can no longer lane you 1v1. The only option that enemy has is to kill you. If they have lots of burst, you have to be careful that they can kill you. Other than that, you can just hit them as much as you can.
Leave them.
And right now the enemies are very low, they are taking lots of damage from my innate. Viper on its own creates lots of pressure on the map, so he is like very good at forcing reactions from opponent team because to kill a Viper it needs lot of members from opponent team. So which is a good thing and which is a bad thing as well. If you are carry, it will bring lots of attention, but it also creates a lot of space for your team as well. At level 5, like you have two choices. Either you can go get 1 point extra on the nether toxin, or you can like put extra point in poison attack. If you put extra point in poison attack, it is a guarantee kill. You can solo kill anybody on the map, but it is generally better because the enemy get the goals that they are not able to lane against you, so they generally tend to avoid that. So it is better to accelerate your farm. So it is better to get another toxin at level 5 because it allows you to clear the creep wave very quickly. It allows you to farm the camps fast. You end up getting this kill. Playing as Husker is very bad. It feels very bad because Husker usually stays at low health and Viper loves anybody who stays at low health. And also he gets broken with by his ultimate, so it is not nice. Here we end up overextending because I didn't want Mirana to get all these creeps, but I ended up paying the price because I went too deep. And yeah, you have to be mindful of this. The only option, because I saw that I had siege creep, that's why I dived in, and my purpose was not to deal the damage to the tower, but to not give Mirana free creeps. That's about it. But you have to be mindful because when you're ahead, you can feed away your lead very quickly, like we did here.
Practice makes perfect.
That was nice hook on punch.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
So this is the best way to deal with Viper, is just TP out if you can. If you ever struck with a Viper strike and you are alone, just run away. Unless you have a way to fight back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So I end up taking extra pointed poison attack because I felt like we are
Dire's
applying
middle
lots of
tower
pressure
is
and we
under
are not
attack.
farming that much.
Radiant's
So
top
it would be
tower is
better
under
if I
attack.
had extra points in poison attack so I can kill them. And wow, the fight is very good.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
One of the downside of stomping so much is that you don't farm that much camps and you tend not to get the neutral item. So you should pull in between so you can
Leave no
get
trace.
those camps and get those mad stones to get the neutral item, which in turn makes you strong. Which I am guilty of a lot in my games, not to farm them. Dragonlance is a very good item on Viper, but it's only good if you are going to fight enemy constantly. Like
Dire's middle tower is
it,
under
it
attack.
allows you to take, if you are able to get it before 10-minute mark or at 10 or 11-minute mark, you can pretty much guaranteed take enemies tier 1 with it because you generally tend to stand outside of the tower range with Dragonlance and you it makes you tanky, a bit tanky, so you can get the infused raindrops or anything that makes you a bit tanky because right now we have about 1000 HP and we are very much burstable. But if you have Dragonlance, that's about 1200 HP. So yeah, you can like force it, but as a carry I suggest you
Dire's
not to do
middle
that.
tower
Your
is
job
under
is to
attack.
scale, so better go for Manta, which allows you to farm extra waves which you would not be able to farm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So here I'm trying to bring wave back to my tower so I can farm that without
Dire's
any worry.
structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Illusion!
I fear nothing that moves in the night.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
After getting Manta, like you have lots of options that you can like certainly do. You can go for the BKB if you feel like you are fighting a lot.
Radiant's
You can
top
go
tower is
for
under attack.
Aghanim's or more Garisk item, Scotty, Lincoln's. It depends. I feel like after playing so many games of Viper, like I was able to play a lot of game of Viper because this hero doesn't build every item like he doesn't build the same item every single game. There's no one such thing as optimal build for Viper. He loves to build everything. Depends on the game. That's why I was able to play so many games of Viper. Because every game you have a different problems and you have to come up with different solution for that game. So, and it is interesting to build craft and build craft new builds, which is interesting and that keeps your mind engaged. This thought process of
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
video recording. Sorry for that. There was my brother asking what was I doing, and yeah, this is my first video, so it is what it is. So we got distracted. So right now we have taken every tier one tower. So I'm trying to get to the mid wave, but I saw that there was an ancient, so I thought we should farm that. But I didn't check that my tier one tower was that low, and Mirana was able to snipe that, which was bad. I should have checked. Like my tier one was that low now.
Tower has fallen.
We slip into shadow.
So here I ended up taking this Judas Club and attack speed because I think it is good for Viper, as I told you earlier that he scales pretty well with attack speed. So if you get a lot of attack speed, that's great.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Any hero that depends on like his passive, it is it sucks very much to play against Viper if your hero depends on the passive, like Spectre, Dragon Knight, Husker in this case, TA. You have QOP doesn't like the US Viper, but QOP can deal with him. Like she can burst him because his ult is pure.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But in lane, QOP doesn't like playing against Viper. And for this matter, any spirit hero. He is a tempo carry, you can say, which creates a lot of pressure on the map. So sorry for that. So now, like enemy is not able to get out of the lane. They don't have that great of a wave shove.
Only the wary.
So we have a lot of lead for at this moment, and it is very hard for enemy to fight us.
Radiant's
But
bottom tower
here
is
we
under attack.
ended up overextending, and we could get the fuck out of here. So the hero that I don't like playing Viper would be like any hero that has innate dispel in him, like Legion, Oracle. Then you have Abaddon, you have Slark. Don't like playing against them. Then you have Juggernaut, who is very good against Viper. Juggernaut Lifestealer because of their innate BKB.
Dire's top tower is under
The
attack.
hero that I like playing against anyone who depends on the break, as I mentioned earlier. Now, at this point, we should be taking Tormentor with our team, but at this bracket that I am currently, which is
Radiant's
Legend
bottom
5
tower
Ancient
is
1,
under attack.
people
Dire's top
don't
tower
tend to
is
communicate
under
that much, even including me. I don't use my mic, I don't chat that much, and which can cost a lot. Like there was a video from BSG recently where he was doing the educational smurf, and he lost his game because he put restriction on him that he will not communicate and enemy team will communicate. So it's a team game and communication is very important. So it is very important, and I should take more consideration into this. And here we should take in Idle World, we should take Tormentor, and then we should take Roshan, and we should
Radiant are
try to
scanning.
kill anybody who goes out in lane. The, the single biggest mistake that I see lots of time that we make in our game is like after we get the ages, everybody expect that we should go high ground and like try to end the game. At this point, maybe we will be able to do it because we have lots of lead. It's like 12k, but even at that lead, you can still throw away. But it is better to just kill enemy right, left, and center whenever they try to get out of their lane. And eventually, when there is an opening and when the waves are at a good position, you can just go ahead. But in this game, we'll do the typical legend stuff. We'll try to go high ground.
Radiant
And
structures
we will see in a
are
bit.
fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I feel like on most of the carries, this tumbler toys is a very good item, which gives you extra 15 to 20 movement speed if you were able to use it off cooldown. And yeah, I ended up buying the shard because I wanted to push high ground, which
Radiant's
is good
bottom
for
tower
high
is
ground
under
pushes.
attack.
But apart from that, this shard I don't feel that much value. I rather have a component of an item which helps me progress this game or makes me stronger rather than have a shard. Most of the time, enemy just disengage
Has
if you don't
fallen to the
get to
tower.
a point where you are able to get that much stacks, unless you have lots of attack speed, which I don't have at this point.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is
With
under
the Agni
attack.
Scepter, Viper farms very fast.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Shadows.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So you see, I put this nether toxin on myself because I was expecting a blink echo at this time. I didn't check the items that Earthshaker has went. But by putting this another one niche trick that you can do with Agni Scepter is you can first put your nether toxin on yourself, which gives you magic resistance, which I should have done
Dire's
here.
top tower
I
is
didn't
under attack.
did that, but I should put the nether toxin myself. And then I should use nose dive and then another nether toxin. This way I can be perma. I should be in the perma nether toxin and I should not take that much damage that I had took because of all those spells that was being thrown upon. You will see here. They thrown everything, but was not able. They were not able to kill me.
Radiant's bottom tower.
That is the power of nether toxin.
Radiant's
If you are
bottom
standing in the
barracks
nether
are under
toxin,
attack.
it is very hard for an enemy to burst you down because you have lots of HP.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's
I
middle
didn't
tower
cover
has fallen.
his ultimate, so his ultimate deals lots of damage. It slows enemy a lot and it slows their attack speeds a lot. So his whole kit is slowing enemies attack
Radiant
speed,
structures
slowing
are
enemies
fortified.
movement speed, and dealing a lot of damage while doing that.
All I can give us is a chance.
It is good idea to like buy the item that you if you have gold just buy that, makes you that much stronger. Because most of the time what happens is like you are owning, you got two sets and you haven't got that and then you try to fight
Radiant's top
enemy
tower
and
has fallen.
sometimes you give them opening. In this case it is like nigh impossible for enemy to win or get a comeback because we are stomping them so hard. But if game was anywhere
Radiant's top
even,
barracks has fallen.
that could make a difference.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
So from now on is just we'll just end the game here. If I have missed any of the techniques that Viper user can use, you can certainly let me know.
Radiant's
Let me
middle tower
know
is under
what
attack.
I could have done better, I should have done better,
Radiant's
which
middle
topics I
tower is
haven't covered.
fortified.
And if you have any replay or any game that you want me to analyze, I'll be happy to analyze. Of course, you should just share me the
Radiant's
IDs.
middle tower is under attack.
Bye bye.